Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos. Welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines, Park Life, and yes, we've only built very minimal parks. Wow, this park is looking pretty good. Already 4 stars right there. Getting a lot of traction. Let's quickly have a look, see. Lots of people visiting it. Wow, over 7,000 and it's up at $9 to use it. That is almost crazy stuff, guys. That's almost crazy. Well, I don't think I need to reduce it much, but yeah, so at least this park is being profitable. The other park we had is over here, which should have a very low fee, 1, but it's got, wow, even that has got a fair bit going on, but it needs a lot more entertainment value. So we probably need to add a few more gazebos over here. So let's quickly do that before we go and look at public transport as promised. This is a park pier. Building must be placed inside park area or roadside. So what are we saying? Are we saying this is not a park? We're saying this is not a park. So let's push out the park a little bit over there. Yeah, at least a little bit. Okay, now let's go back, try and build that one more time. Yeah, so if we build this little viewing deck over here, something like that, something like that. We'll build some pathways to it soon. And where else? Yeah, something like that. Okay, so we'll have a few of these things. See if people make their way to it. Grab me this thing. Why? Oh, hang on. I most certainly want you to do the at grade level over here, but that is not. That's not that doesn't quite work for me, guys. Look, I do want a little bit of a path there, but to be honest, you need to do that. Okay, so when you get there, you can actually get out there. Let me do a similar thing right over here. Just come on. Come on. Right there. Okay, so that's okay. I think that's fine. And then one more over here. Let's do a similar thing right there. Excellent. So now people can actually go to those. So we've done a bit so people can actually go out and can view the Barlow River. Good stuff. Let's get back to public transport. So we've built this first little piece of the commuter rail. We need to do a bit of a bus station right over here. Something small. Yeah, I think that's going to be sufficient. Though these things tend to have a little bit of a funny. Yeah, actually, hang on. Give me a piece of road. Give me a straight piece of road right through here. Okay, and now we'll build a bus station over there. Bus station right here, please. Thank you so much. So now people can quite easily get to the bus station. Let's put some crossings in here. Obviously not on that turn there, but that's a pretty decent spot for a crossing. We'll grab a bit of a park path right here. We'll switch off the snapping altogether, and what we'll do is we'll run. Come on. We'll do. That's maybe not quite what we wanted. Okay, so let's try this again, but this time with a bit more of a turn in place, and maybe let's. What? Even anarchy is not allowing this to happen. There we go. Let's do a bit of that, so at least there's a little bit going on. Allowing a bit of a pathway to get from the train to the bus station. So that's pretty good. Now we can do bus routes, train routes, all those kind of things. So let's quickly see about switching off anarchy. We're going to grab our rail and run some stations. Yeah, there it is. You will be running from here. Hang on. Let's see. I think shift. Aha. Shift allows me to put it onto one of these. So you will go in the first one over there, and you will go into the first one over here, and you will then run back. Okay, and now what we'll do is we'll remove any vehicles in there. We'll select a vehicle type. We've got a passenger rail. We're going to add one vehicle to it. That is going to be fine, and the depot is wherever. Budget control, vehicle unbunching, yes, yes, all of these kind of nice things is in there, saying how many passengers and the likes it has. Well, let's change the color. The first line is going to be, yeah, let's start off with the green line. First line is going to be the green line. Shall we call it the green line? Green line. I like it. In Dubai, they're called the red line and the green line, so why not? We'll call it the green line. Okay, so there we go. Perfect. So now we'll see we're getting a commuter rail, and it's going to run over there, and it's going to start generating a bit of traffic. People are going to want to use it. So what I need to do is now the next step to get this thing to work properly is, I need a bus depot. So let's build a bus depot, and I'm just going to build a standard depot. Where are we going to build it though? Can we squeeze it in somewhere? Lots of slope problems. We could potentially put it in there. Let's squeeze in the bus depot over there. Oh my goodness, look at that. Working with the slopes is a bit of an issue, so let's just get it a little bit. Wow, so the reason it's up there is because, yeah, the slopes is crazy. We really need to terraform this area to look a little bit better. I'm not going to bother with that right now. May bother with that in between episodes or something like that. Okay, so now get the bus stations. Okay, and first thing is first, I'm going to want to do a very local service. What? Look at that. Look at that. That's the wrong side, guys. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm gonna want to do this. So let's do one on that side, one on this side, one over here. Okay, and then are we then moving on to the other side, doing a whole big setup over here? Let's run one to there. We'll run a few stops alongside here, so you can make a stop over there, so these guys can walk down there. Shall we? Yeah, let's place a stop right over here. Good stuff. And then we'll run it back. That's our first line. This is Barlow Wells. Barlow Wells local. Barlow Wells, Barlow Port. Barlow Port Wells, Port / Wells local. Okay, that's what it's going to be. Enter so we don't lose the name. Give it a bit of a yellowy color, indicating that it is a bit of an industrial line. We'll make it a little bit more on the bright side of life. We will remove any vehicles. We'll select a type. We're going to go with the 12-meter Urbino buses for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. 7, 8 I think is probably a little bit better. We don't know what the gaps and things are already. So they're going to go here. Then I'm going to run another line that's going to go this area. Is that looking? It's still crazy, guys. You can't actually. Anyway, we'll see what we can do. Maybe we can pave that area for the guys. Okay, then the next one. The way that's set up is really bad. I'll try and move it. So let's do one stop there. So these guys, they should be able to walk down there. do another stop as we go up there. We'll then do a stop over here somewhere, a stop over there, and we will stop on the way back. We'll do similar stops for the inbound movement and tie that off right over there. This is going to be the Madison Slopes local. Madison Slopes local. I think that's just one. Madison Slopes local 1. Enter and give that also a bit more of a orangey green color, nice and bright. Add vehicles. What are we adding? Remove vehicles. Select a type. Get the 12 meter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this one only. I think that should be fine. It's not that far. Actually, that's probably way too much. We'll come back for some more action over there. Now the third line is going to have to get things done over here. So let's get that movement picked up. Okay, so our first stop, shall we say, is going to be, yeah, let's stop our first stop over there. Our second stop will be where? Shall we just do the loop, or definitely not a double loop, are we? Let's just do the outside of it. No, internally is going to be, yeah, it's not going to really matter too much. Well, let's do both sides. So let's do one over here and then one over there. And then one right over here. And then you make your way back here. Why are you doing that? That's crazy. Okay, so let's do another almost yellow reddish color. That's maybe we need to get it a little bit redder than that. That's okay. And this is Madison. This is still Slopes, right? Madison Slopes. Madison Slopes local 2. Okay, into that, get me a vehicle type. We're going to do the 12 meters and we're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. And there we go. So now all of this is kind of covered by public transport. I'm intrigued as to why they're turning that way and not this way. I'm also intrigued as to why all of these things are happening the way they are. So what I'm kind of wondering if I shouldn't do is maybe let's grab the move it tool and we'll move it like so. At the same time, what we'll do is we will turn this thing is all of this still gonna run through there? No, nothing. Move. Where's the yellow one? Come on, move, guys. The red one's still doing some stuff. Okay, now they're working. Let's see. Oh, now they're all at the same one. Let's just move one there and move one there. There we go. Now that's looking much better. Now let's move it and fix this piece that we've done over here. Perfect. Now buses will be all over the show. Where are my buses going? Where are my buses? Oh, there they are. There goes my buses. They're white on top, so I should be able to spot them by the white vehicles. There we go. Doing a little move through there, picking up some people. So we'll start seeing some action over here. What I need us to do, oh, immediately we're going to get some actions right through here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a little bit of a park, and maybe this theme park is more of an industrial path that we're going to run straight from the one side to the other. If we do something like that, connects up well. At the same time, what we can do is we can probably provide a bit of a crossing over here so more people can get to it. And I'm kind of tempted to do a similar thing on this side. So let's see where we can probably squeeze in a bit of a path. It's not going to be too damaging to us. Wow, all of these are pretty substantial pieces. Anyway, let's run a bit of a path straight through there, right? So now we can actually get these guys to connect to both sides, all of those kind of things. These guys can I think I've got a station, a stop over here. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, bus is stopping. No one's actually getting on and off of it just yet, but that's okay. There's a bit of a walk involved to get up here into the bus station, but that's okay. I think we are starting. This is the starting point of a pretty decent public transport system that I'm hoping going to solve a lot of the issues. I definitely want to get rid of all of these cars on here. There shouldn't be any parking. Oops, no, not vehicle restrictions. It's not what I'm looking for. Parking. Okay, and all of those, and all of those, and all of those, and all of those. No parking on these roads. These are boulevards, for crying out loud. Arterial roads, they shouldn't have any parking, any cars parked on them. This at least doesn't have, so that's okay. So no parking there. I'm also thinking, there's no parking on these roads either. Ooh. So this area is a bit of a struggle from a parking perspective. We still need to solve that issue. That issue right there. We will have to look at that fairly soon. I'm wondering if we shouldn't allocate a little bit of parking over here. If I go, and because there's no parking, if I go over here and we say, well, let's allocate a little bit of a stretch of parking. Should we try and do that? Should we see about a stretch of parking at the back over here? I'm kind of intrigued to see how that would look. Hang on, so let's start it off. So let's start it properly. What I'm going to do is, no, don't, by no means is that what you're going to do. Give me my snapping, thank you. Is that, yeah, well, let's do that. Similar thing on this side, so apologies, we're going to lose a bit over there. Now, let's run a strip of parking up here. Shall we see how that looks? Okay, that's okay. That's fine. What I'll do is I'm gonna grab that. Ooh, shift is the button. Okay, so with all of that, now I'm gonna move it a little bit. Ooh, that's too much. That's not enough. Get it a bit closer. That's okay. That looks pretty damn good, I must say. So now, oops, let's try and move it again. Let's see about just doing a little bit more movement. Actually, let's not do that. Let's keep it nice and straight. So now we'll have some parking over here. So let's see, is that is level, okay? That is the problem with this kind of parking stuff, is that it needs to be level. Now I've got a long one, and it's not properly going on the top of it, is it? let's have a quick look. What is the issue here? Can we not get that a better level? Anyway, we'll start plopping parking in here. It's at kind of the right angle. So there we go. So now we've got parking in this area. So what I'm keen on seeing is whether people start using it as such. So it's interesting, huh? Is that, I don't know. We'll have a look. So there's some parking in this area at least, and what I'm also keen on is that it can actually be used as a bit of a park and ride facility for the other side of things, as long as we get people across the road. Okay, people are immediately coming to park here. I like it. I like it. We still have a death care issue over here. Oh my goodness, and it's because of it's because of this. It's because of this. Because of this. Because of this. Okay. Get this out of the way. Let's get rid of this completely. What I'm thinking of doing is actually taking this, dropping it down. Okay, something like, yeah, about that is okay. What I'll also do is I will drop down the rest of it. The train is flying! Okay, so if we drop that down as much as we can, like so, and now what I'm keen on doing is putting that road back. Okay, so now let's grab this road, and you know what? We're not going to go put back that normal one. We're going to put back this one instead. So let's get rid of that. This is a elevated section. We're forcing an elevated section up to there. Okay, and now we're forcing the normal section down there, and what we're going to do is we'll just make sure that we are kind of allocating everything. Oof, that is tight. What we're going to do is I'm going to grab the move it right here, and we're going to just bring that up a little bit. The clearance requirements is a bit more than what we're showing right over here. So let's raise a few things as best we can. That is, yeah, that's a bit crazy to be now completely frank with you. Now we'll have to drop that down. Something like that should be sufficient, as long as, yeah, I think that's okay. So there we go. We've got a bit of an underpass right there. Okay, hopefully this will solve all of our traffic problems right here. And what I might do is, why is that doing funny things right here? So let's just get rid of that, so we'll see if people make their movements into the right areas a little better now. Yeah, this, wow, that's crazy. All these things stuck in this area. Okay, so hopefully that's going to sort things out a little. Now, look at all the parking use, huh? Parking being used quite wildly now. Nice, so all of that is working much better now. To be very honest with you, we could do this thing similar with underpasses over there, so it's not fully enclosed. We'll just run it with underpasses instead. I want to have a quick look. I think if it goes back out now, it should be fine. Yeah, absolutely, that's fine. We could run this with underpasses. I might do that again, probably in between episodes. Might do underpasses there. What I want to do is make sure that we connect over the top here. So I've got a bit of a bridge asset, I believe. So let's quickly have a look. It's under the old parks thing, right? Hang on, parks, standard park assets. Let's get rid of that, get rid of that. What I'm looking for is some park assets. It was in here, I think, or actually in there. Steam. Come on, I have those standard ones, but I want something. I had some. These are bridges. Did I have another kind of bridge? I'm sure there was some other bridges as well. Did I have bridges on anything else? There was a... Anything over here, maybe something from the workshop. No, that's actually working. So it must be in here, but I'm not spotting it. Is it one of these that doesn't have a... Let's have a quick look. These are bridge pieces that I can use, but what I'm hoping to do is actually put it in the sidewalk. Maybe it's an asset that's not working anymore. Yeah, so those I can use, but they're massive. Alternatively, I'll use these ones. Just gonna have a quick one more look through here. What is this? Parking lots. Maybe I don't know where it is. These are just props. I don't want to go looking for that too much. I don't even know what it's called. So let's just get the standard stuff that I usually use. If we do... No, that's not what I want. So if we do one like that, and one like this, and then what we'll do is we'll do one over there, and to turn it around, one over here. Ooh, power lines. Okay, so we'll have to deal with that. So give me... Well, actually, these power lines can start afterwards only. Let's get rid of the power lines. See if we need them though. Well, let's get started and do the... We'll just do the normal little pathways. Okay, get me across there and get me... Ooh. What the hell is going on with this thing? Okay, trying that again. Oh, it snapped. That's what it did. Okay, get rid of it. Is that too low though? Hang on, maybe that's the different one. Yes, it's a 6-meter one. That's why it snapped. Just get rid of it. Thank you. Let's try that one more time. This one? No. Left this one. There we go. If we do that, I believe that should be of the appropriate height requirements for us. So what we'll do is we will run just those standard paths again over the top there. That should be more than sufficient. So now people can actually get to the other side. And I'm also kind of tempted to squeeze in something of the same nature over here. Maybe at the back, and maybe what we do is if we can't actually... Can we turn it? No, we cannot. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to kind of squeeze it in there, drop a little piece there, and we will do a similar one. Ooh, that's a bit tight. That's not going to work. We'll do a similar one. Yeah, say something like that. That what we want, or the other way around? Probably the other way around, so it can be straight. So we'll do that, and we will bridge it across over there. So now you can get from everywhere to at least the sidewalk over here. And what I'm kind of tempted to do is just go to the kind of normal park paths, and what we'll do is just take off the snapping, and we will... Come on, don't snap to stuff. And we'll just run it kind of right there. That looks pretty good. And we'll use move it to take it to where we want it to be. There we go. How's that? Now that should be pretty cool. What I'll do is I'll run a similar little path on this side. Let's grab that same path and we'll run it over there. Grab me some move it over here and we will tie them together. There we go. I like it. How many people is using this? 86. So yeah, it is getting a fair bit of use. I like the fact that the cars are parking over here. They're flying in the air a little bit on this one. So let's give me the move it tool. Just a little. Actually, what I'm actually after is not that. I'm after the. Give me the move it tool. I'm looking for the. What am I looking for? Where's the how can I hang on. I should be able to select certain things, right? Toggle snapping. Why do I have okay, I need to stop this quickly. Let's make sure to you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do junction restrictions right here and say by no means can you do that. You need to make use of the bridges. Okay, perfect. So I wanted to fix this thing. It's not too painful. You know what? I might fix it later. It's not too painful. I like the fact that they're actually using all of that parking. People going to the station and so on. What we could do is we could do some parking over here. Maybe a bit more standard piece. Let's quickly have a look at just our assets for parking. 2x2. What is this? And I don't think we need to do quite do that. But what we could do is we could actually run on a little piece of road. So grab me my parking road. I think that will work. No, that's not where it is. It's over here. Grab me this little bit of parking road and see if I can't. If I do something like this, right? And I go back to that. Well, I could actually run a strip of parking in here, but because of the levels, it's going to be crazy to do that. So let's go back to the parks. We'll grab this one over here, and we'll do that. Okay, it's a little bit of a mess. Okay, but at least let's try and level it a little. Okay, similarly we'll need to level this thing a little. And that looks kind of okay apart from that piece of stuff over there. I'll come back and fix that. But at least now there's some parking over here at the train station. How's our bus services? Tons of people trying to get onto the bus. How's this looking? Oh, picking up some people. There are 21 passengers on that bus, so great. Why is that happening? Hang on. Something's funny. If anything, I definitely don't want you to do the U-turn at that spot there. So let me grab our junction restrictions. I'll grab this, and yeah, by no means are you gonna do a U-turn or have pedestrians crossing in this very area. Okay, so if I go back to buses now, maybe if the next bus comes around and not buses can I think buses can actually ignore those restrictions. We'll have a look. What's going on over here? 8 people. How many people on the train? That's what I'm keen on. 94, so that's okay. So commuter rail is starting to work. Might redo that little section. Oh, this parking is nice and full. I like the fact that we're using that section for good parking right there. It makes it a little bit more realistic, especially given that we don't have anybody parked along on here, so we might do a few more strips like that. And the right of way is a very good spot to have some of that parking, some of those parking areas. I don't like this. No U-turns. No U-turns. Thank you very much. By no means can you make a U-turn right over there. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, guys, I think that's what I'm going to leave this episode. So we've got the backbone of a bit of a public transport system in place. We've got the commuter rail starting to operate between an high density residential area and a high density residential area and the industrial area. The industrial area is now well connected with buses. Well, fairly well connected with buses. This residential area we should connect a little bit better with stuff. Probably need an extra gazebo or two. Let's quickly put that in here. Just all of it, thanks. Grab a gazebo to spread to give that a little bit of power. Oh, immediately upping the game over there. So let's put a bit of a gazebo over here and a gazebo over there. That's okay, so people can actually use the gazebo on the beach. That is pretty good, actually. Okay, so that's getting some money. How's our finances are pretty decent. We're getting tons of money. That parking area, park and ride, is working quite well. Do we know where this person is? Highly educated adult, the Walnut residence, worker at Uranium. So, going to gazebo 2. Using that to go to the park, are we? Not bad. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Anybody else? What does this do? Garments Limited at home. So, parking here while at home. Visiting Neptune Media Store. Elementary school. Walking going home. Visiting the new commercial center at home. Home improvement. Excuse me. Walking going home. High school student at high school at home. Walking going to drugstore 2. Unemployed at home. What I'm one working. Worker at home improvement center going home. Where's the home improvement center? Oh, over here. So no one here is actually using this. Ooh, worker at non-stop bus terminal. Okay, well, at home at the moment. New commercial center or corporation, and it's at home. Walking to car, going to work. Pumping is our business. So he's going to drive to work, huh? Interesting. Okay, so we're not using this as park and ride. This is primarily being used by the people in this area. Okay, they're primarily using this area. The people in this area is using it. So what I think we probably should do is do another section over here somewhere. Just fill in some of our open spaces a little bit more. That is indeed what we're trying to do in this series, is make better use of our open spaces. And fill that in appropriately, and that is what we're doing. I see much less traffic, much less. We still have a fair bit of industrial traffic, which we are managing, I think, fairly well, but I think we are doing quite well with our traffic. No more of these issues. Gone are these issues. There's not of these tons of cars. We've solved this issue over here. We probably need to do a little bit of work over here. A nice little stretch of parking in this area will look very good. We probably need to expand our areas a little bit more. This could be a bit of a commercial area. We could go over to the other side and have a little bit more industrial right over here. Though I think we need to be sure to leave enough room for the rail. Okay guys, I'm going to put a cut in this episode, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.